Second Sunday after Epiphany. Sermon of St. John Chrysostom. As I listen over and over again to the readings from the epistles of the Blessed Paul twice every week, and sometimes 3 and 4 times, whenever we celebrate the memory of the holy martyrs, I rejoice exceedingly, enjoying to the full that spiritual trumpet. I am aroused, I am kindled with fervor as I recognize that beloved voice. I almost seem to see him present among us, I almost hear him speak, but for all that I grieve and I am troubled, since not all men know him as well as they should. Indeed, some are so ignorant of him they do not even know the number of his epistles. This ignorance does not come through incapacity, but because these men do not care to have in their hands constantly the writings of this holy man. As for myself, whatever knowledge I possess, if indeed I possess any, comes not from any innate genius or natural acumen, but because, being devotedly attached to this man, I have never neglected to read his epistles. Surely lovers know the works of those they love better than all others, because they are sufficiently interested to find out all about them. Blessed Paul, showing this very thing to the Philippians, said, "And I have the right to feel so you in my heart, all of you alike in my chains and in the defense and confirmation of the gospel." You too, if you will but apply your minds diligently to this reading, need seek no other aid. The words of Christ are most true. Seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. However, the great majority of you who assemble with us here have undertaken the education of children, the care of a wife, the support of a family, and therefore cannot afford to devote yourselves solely to this spiritual work. But, notwithstanding, bestir yourselves at least to receive those things which others have gathered. Listen to what is said, with the same degree of zeal you devote to the gathering of worldly wealth. For although it may be unseemly to demand no more zeal of you than this, yet it will be well if you give even so much. Amen. The reading of the Holy Gospel according to St. John. At that time, a marriage took place at Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Now Jesus too was invited to the marriage, and also his disciples. And so on. Homily of St. Augustine, Bishop of Hippo. The Lord, invited to attend a wedding, went because, quite apart from its mystic significance, he desired to confirm the fact that he had instituted marriage. For in a future time were to come those of whom the apostle told us, who would forbid marrying, saying that marriage was evil and instituted by the devil. Yet in the Gospel, when asked whether it was lawful for a man, at his pleasure, to put away his wife for any cause, the Lord replied it was not lawful except for fornication. In his reply he says, if you will recall, whom God hath joined, let no man put asunder. Those who are well instructed in the Catholic faith know that God instituted marriage, and that just as union is through him, so divorce is from the devil. But in the case of fornication it is lawful to put away a wife, since she first willed not to be a wife, when she did not keep wedded faith with her husband. Nor are they without nuptials, who vow virginity to God, and attain a higher degree of honor and sanctity within the Church, for they share in the nuptials of the whole Church, nuptials in which the bridegroom is Christ. For this, therefore, the Lord, when invited, went to the wedding, that he might strengthen the integrity of the marriage bond, and make manifest the sacrament of marriage. The bridegroom of the nuptials, of whom it is said, "Thou hast kept the food wine until now," is a figure of the Lord. So has Christ kept until now the good wine, which is his gospel. Amen. Benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater, et Filius, et Spiritus Sanctus. Amen.